to all of you from Chinmaya Somnath, a branch of Chinmaya Washington Regional Center. Welcome to the episode of what I call Is My Child Too Old for Balavihar? Today we are going to take a few minutes to chat with some of our Balavihar teenagers and see what they think. These replies have not been edited and or scripted for them. What you see here is a student's response in its entirety. With social distancing upon us, we had to do this Q&A long distance. So once the introductions are over, I will be asking two questions of the teenagers. Question number 1. What has Balavihar taught you this past year that you've used in your life? Or how have the lessons benefited you in your day-to-day decisions? Question number 2. How does Balavihar set you apart or give you an advantage over your peers? So today we will be talking to...
Hari my name is Tanvi Bhatt and I'm an incoming freshman at the University of Virginia.
Hi, my name is Aditya Nalamala and I'm a freshman at Virginia Tech.
Hari my name is Venchi Topivala and I am a rising sophomore at Lightridge High School.
Hi, my name is Rashil Suresh and I'm a senior at Chantilly High School.
Hari my name is Nimisha Panabakam and I'm a rising senior at Thomas Jefferson High School.
Hari my name is Siddharshan Atmavalas and I'm a rising senior at Freedom High School in Loudoun County, Virginia.
What has Balavihar taught you this past year that you have used in your life? Or how have the lessons benefited you in your day-to-day decisions?
A really important takeaway I got from Balavihar this past year has been effective decision making. We practiced it so much and got so many different tools and tricks, and so now I'm much more confident and well equipped to make decisions that are best for myself and for the people around me. And this has been so relieving, especially this past year, because it definitely helped reduce my senior year stress significantly. And I know it's going to be much more relevant and important for me as I'm going to college and going to be more independent. And a personal habit of mine that I was able to overcome because of Balavihar was not stressing so much about those small everyday decisions like what do I eat or when do I do this. And so now I have that energy to make those inevitable, much bigger life decisions.
Balavihar has taught me many lessons throughout my life, but one lesson that I learned last year is this too shall pass. Whenever a problem arises in my life, I just think about how the problem will pass and there is no need to stress about it as much as I would normally.
Balavihar has been guiding me to understand our Hindu culture and the essence of Vedanta in our lives. This past year, I learned about the 4 stages of life, which are Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. Currently, I'm in the first stage, which focuses on our role as students. Chinmaya has taught me numerous values. A few I practice daily are honesty, kindness, respect, and devotion. I realize these values are becoming my virtues, and they will guide me in my day-to-day decisions as a teenager.
Over the last year, we learned about how to overcome storms in life and life management techniques. The lessons we learned in class have not only benefited me in my day-to-day activities, but also in planning for the future. I now understand what my goals should be, how to set them, and how to properly and continuously work to achieve them in every single day of my life.
One thing Balavihar has taught me is to stay focused on the present rather than stressing too much about the past or the future. It has allowed me to understand that I need to be more focused on what I can control rather than what is out of my hands. In my daily life, it has made me a more decisive person in both smaller decisions even as well as the really big ones. Academically, I have been able to put more of my attention on working hard on a challenge at hand. It has made me more efficient as well as hardworking, since I'm not spending too much time stressing about my regrets of the past or upcoming results or even end goals. In total, I've been doing my best and leaving the rest.
In the past year, Our Chinmaya and Balavihar class studied 2 books, Storm to Perform and Life Management Techniques. Storm to Perform was all about overcoming storms in our lives by raising our performance and facing them with new vigor. If you want to see the sunshine, you must be prepared to endure the storm. Knowing this, I was able to see mounting challenges around me as more of challenges to be faced rather than problems to be lamented, so that I could tackle the typhoons, manage the monsoons, and handle the hurricanes. Life Management Techniques was geared towards giving us a vision of what a holistic life actually looks like. Being free doesn't necessarily mean booking a flight to the Bahamas or renouncing everything for a nice, comfortable cave. It just requires a better balancing of one's goals and desires, whether it be professionally, recreationally, socially, or spiritually. This big picture illustration gave me a clearer understanding of where my time should go and how my actions of today can bring me closer to my goals of tomorrow.
How does Balavihar set you apart or give you an advantage over your peers?
In Balavihar this past year, we did many different activities where we wrote down all of our failures and any adversity that we have faced, and to ultimately condition us with this mindset that this too shall pass. And being able to have that mindset to fall back on now whenever I have something that isn't going my way, or if I'm upset about something, I can so much more clearly see past that and be able to see that, hey, look at all these good things that are going to come to me. And I feel like that's an advantage compared to my peers, because sometimes when they're upset, that's something that I can share with them and help them go through it, instead of being so fixated upon like their current grief or their current like adversity. And that's been so helpful for my everyday life.
Balavihar has given me a unique advantage in that when problems arise, I don't react quickly. I take a step back and then I think about what's the smartest and quickest way to tackle the problem.
From a young age, Balavihar has played a major role in building my character. With these character traits, as a high schooler, it is easier for me to make choices between good and bad. In the given circumstances, I would choose the right path and know to stay focused on my goals. I would thank my parents and Gurudev for their blessings in my journey. Thank you and Hari Om.
I believe there are multiple advantages that Balavihar and Chinmaya mission as a whole provides to the individual. First, in a very useful fashion, Balavihar and the lessons learned in Balavihar gives one a unique mentality advantage when it comes to things like school and college, which can induce a lot of stress. Over the last couple years, I have started to slowly practice the things that I've learned over the years, and having just finished my junior year in high school, I can confidently say I found it much easier than people made it out to be, which I believe most of the credit should be given to my Balavihar classes and teachers over the last several years.
I feel that I have a unique advantage in that I'm able to remain calm even through some very stressful situations. High school is a very stressful time with academic pressures as well as some outside ones. However, keeping my mind calm has really allowed me to look at things in a more methodical approach, which has honestly made me happier and guarantee the best results possible. Even if I feel like I didn't get the results that I deserve, it has allowed me to have a more positive outlook on what I get.
During these chaotic, unpredictable times, we're all in need of some certainty, some pillar that we can hold on to avoid getting swept away in the ocean of commotion. Balavihar was that pillar for me during the course of the entire school year, and especially down the stretch. As public anxiety levels skyrocketed, I was able to zone in on the most important things in life and think hard and long about what I was doing, who I wanted to be, and whether those two things were even aligned with each other. But most of all, the weekly inspiration alone that Balavihar provided was worth more than anything else. Just hearing about the great virtues, admirable people, and fascinating stories is the kick I need to stop sinking into the micro and start thinking about the macro. It gives me the serenity to accept who I am today and the hope to dream about who I can be tomorrow. That's what Balavihar does for me.
Children are not vessels to be filled, but lamps to be lit. Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda would say. Here at Chinmaya Somnath, teens draw inspiration from Hindu culture and Vedanta to enhance their daily lives. Instead of being unsure of their heritage or shaky in their beliefs, our students learn to live, love, and inspire. Lots and lots of prem and om to each one of you. Hari Om.